Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Perseverance Mindset Podcast. I am your host, John Zetzer, and we're coming to you live from the Dialogue Den here in our studio. So today I have with me a very special guest, a close personal friend of mine who loves history like myself. I've known Dale for many years, and he's passionate about many things. I'm going to let him get into it. But again, I couldn't be more happier to have Dale on with me today on the Perseverance Mindset to talk to all of our Perseverance pioneers. That's the term I've coined. We're all pioneers trying to learn and grow our knowledge. And Dale's a exemplary person to someone I would aspire to share with all of our Perseverance pioneers and our listeners out there. So, Dale, I wanted to welcome you to the show, and I hope you're having a good weekend. How are you, sir?
Thank you very much. Yeah, very good weekend there. Doing a lot of filming. I was out walking around, doing a lot of hiking, and back in the house now.
All right, so tell a little bit about our listeners about how long you've been in this love of history and everything that's around that. How long you've been doing what you do, everything I know you do, but our Perseverance pioneers, they're just meeting you for the first time. Fill in a little bit on what you do, Dale.
I started researching my family in 1997, joined the Genealogical Research Society. And then I think it was around 2013, I joined YouTube. And then I set up a Facebook account. And I've been collecting data and putting on our website, which is now it's www.historical-data.com. And you could go there. There's also a link to the Kecklock films. I have a link to that channel in YouTube there. I have over 1,400 films there. But on the website, we have I think we have 778 cemeteries on there, over 64,000 tombstones and counties all over Pennsylvania.
Say that number again. How many cemeteries filmed?
I think it's 500. I think it's 578. I think I have on there. Now I have to go look at it again. Did so many I lost count, but there's over 64,000 tombstones. And
Wow.
Then we have links.
And for everybody out there, too, listening to our show today, all of our Perseverance pioneers, Dale physically finds the location of some pre-Revolutionary War cemeteries, Civil War cemeteries, documents the headstones, actually takes part in the restoration. He's been known to do that of the headstones for dating back years. Like I've been going with him and doing this for many years now. And we've seen Revolutionary War headstones. We've seen Civil War headstones. We've seen Spanish-American War headstones, all kinds of different headstones, a lot of vets and everything. So I just wanted to add that. But go ahead, Dale, continue. So you document and film cemeteries, headstones, and what else do you do?
Yes. And I've done a lot of interviews, older people, what's it like growing up here. And I interviewed a guy last year. He was 100 years old, still working. He still runs bulldozers on his farm and has a wood shop there. And he's 101 years old now, still going strong. But another guy from Einan, he's 97 years old. He told me stories about the mines here I never heard of before. And I think so far we have 29 interviews. One woman was living in England during the war, and she was telling me how they had a hide underneath the stairs when the bombs are falling. And I'm going to be meeting someone tomorrow who was in a prisoner of war camp in Poland. This woman's in her mid to late 90s. Her mind's still good. And she was in a prisoner of war camp there.
That is awesome. That is awesome. What a story. You'll have to fill us in more on that, Dale.
Yeah, that's going to be good once we do that interview. But I was supposed to interview her father, and he passed away. So I'm going down to meet the whole family tomorrow. My condolences. And then we're going to set up with that interview there. And she's also head of the beekeepers in Lackawanna County. So she's going to do a program for us in June. So I'll talk to her a little about that. But mainly the funeral, just condolences down there tomorrow and get to know them. I never actually met her, just texted and on Facebook there. But yeah, I keep busy that way. And filmed the fire last night up in Scott Township. And I was up at the cabin doing the creek today. And I was at our Civil War museum down there. That video is online now too. We had a meeting. Patriotic Instructor Program. And other than that, nothing going on.
And also, too, for all of our Perseverance pioneers out there listening for the first time, just meeting him for the first time, Dale is an advocate for Civil War groups, for historical. His site is historical. What was it, Dale? Historicaldata.com? What was it?
www.historical, and there's a dash in historical-data.com. And then on the films, you go to either or Kecklock Films on YouTube. They're linked together, the both of them.
Okay, great. So anybody that does want to look up Dale and more of his works in that regard, please do so, and I would encourage it. But today we're here to talk about something, again, that's really, really cool. And this doesn't happen every day. So, and when I heard this, I had to immediately reach out, and we do have the imagery and everything. So we have a birthday card, because Dale shares a birthday with one of our presidents. Dale, who is that president that you share a birthday with?
That is Dwight Eisenhower, October the 14th. Different years, but the same day. And when I was 10 years old in 1965, my mom said, why don't you send him a card? I mean, it's only going to cost a stamp. I forget what it was, 8 cents or whatever. And I mailed it down there, and sure enough, I got a card back from him. So I did it the next year, and I got a bigger card, a lot of writing on it. And I should have continued. I think he died in 69, so I could have got more there, but I have 2 there from Gettysburg. He did live down there. He was the only one ever granted permission to build. I guess he built the home there, and it's still there as a museum now. And I went through it probably back in 1986. There I went. It was really nice, but no one else is allowed to live down there right on the battlefield, but he did. And that's where the cards are addressed to, and I scan them there and send them to you.
Yeah, and we have that. I want to put that on the screen. So that is right there. You will see it on the screen. There it is. Says Gettysburg, has everything else on there. Again, birthday card, reading that, it'd be like, I know you shared this with me before we had met this evening, and said, I am, the wording on it was, I am filled with greatness that we share the same date of birthday or date of birth. You know, this the terminology and writing, how we don't hear it today. So it was so cool to hear about this and to actually see the letter. Like, what would a stamp have cost when you originally mailed that, Dale? What would a stamp cost?
8 cents or around that, about that. Yeah, it was
8 cents. So today you could have sent. So today you probably could have sent 10 letters for the price of that one stamp.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's incredible. So, but no, I wanted to make this video short and sweet, and anybody, I will be posting the image of this. So this is so cool. Here is a card written in response to a letter. When you had written it, he was out of office, correct? He wasn't president at the time. He was in post-presidential life.
Right. Yeah, he was retired in 65 and 6. But yeah, I got him back fast. I sent him down there, and within a couple of weeks, I had him back. And they have 5 stars on him. You notice he was the last 5-star general. I think the highest now is 4, but
5-star
right
general.
on the envelope. Yeah,
and on the envelope. Yes, we could see it. Yeah, it's so cool. I have it on the screen there. It's awesome. And then when I heard about this, I'm like, this is stuff you don't hear about every day. Like, so many people would tell you, be like, oh, I found a card, or I found a letter. No, I wrote the letter. I wanted to write it because we shared the same birth date, not year, but birthday.
Right.
But that's
born
such
in the 18.
Go ahead.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, he was born in the 1890s, but the same day, and it was nice to get that. But I wish I continued, because I think, like I said, he died in 69. I probably could have got more cards there, because every year I'd send. Well, those 2 years I sent. Next year he sent back just as fast too.
He was probably waiting for the next year, and you cut him off, Dale. You cut off.
Well, I told him I was 11 when I was 11. And that was nice, really cool. Still have them letters today.
Still have the letters, and they're scanned so that the originals, even if something would happen to original, you still have the copy, and that's great. That's great. Even the letters we've seen on the screen did have the 5 stars, which is so cool. That's why I wanted to share it with all of our listeners, our subscribers, our perseverance, our pioneers out there. And I wanted to introduce my good friend Dale, that is very passionate about history and so much, and he's taught me so much. And again, now he's such a pillar of his community for his local church. He films church every Sunday. Where is that town again, Dale? Where do you film for that church?
German, Pennsylvania.
German, Pennsylvania. And he's involved with the community, history, all of that. Has started numerous historical societies, and that's why Dale is a person that I know that's always doing something. He has a good slogan too. So if we don't see you around, what do you always say? If I'm not seeing you going around and doing history, what do you say?
Look in the obits.
Look in the obits. So he said, if you're not seeing me doing what I'm doing every day, going to cemeteries, going to historical society meetings, check the obituaries, because that is what he loves to do in his life and what he's passionate about. So everybody listening and watching, that's all we had for you today. Listen, Dale, thank you for appearing and talking about this great historical experience. And I love telling people about that. And the next question I get is off of that is, can I see the letter? And be like, I can show you the copy. I can't show you the letter.
Yeah. Well, you're very welcome.
Everyone,
thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining in, and have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.